We travel to the L Area complex and the heart of the site's extensive experience in safely receiving and storing used nuclear fuel.
Today we'll begin a deeper dive into the facilities, capabilities, and people that are at the heart of why SRS matters. We'll start that discussion in L Basin, the used fuel basin, and it's appropriate that we start it there because it's the entry point for much of the material that we will be processing in our facilities and are processing today and will be for years to come.
L Reactor, the former production reactor, now serves as a basin for the storage of used nuclear fuel. This spent nuclear fuel has outlived its useful life and has been returned to SRS for safe and secure storage and final disposition. These disassembly basins were located in each of the 5 reactors at SRS and were designed to store target assemblies discharged from the reactor cores. In 1996, L Basin was reconfigured to safely handle and store used nuclear fuel from off-site sources. Since then, L Area has received about 10,400 spent fuel assemblies from domestic and international reactors. The fuel stored in L Area Basin comes from 3 sources: consolidated fuels from the production years at the Savannah River Site and the DOE complex, foreign and domestic research reactors. Global Threat Reduction Initiative, or GTRI, retrieves foreign nuclear fuels that pose a threat to national and international security and brings it back to L Area, where it can be safely stored and removed from potentially nefarious uses. L Area will soon be the only facility of its kind in the Department of Energy complex able to handle and process used nuclear fuel.
When you look in our basin, you're looking at fuels from around the world. And these are fuels that in the hands of the wrong people could become weapons. So in our basin back here in L Area, we actually have these fuels and we're storing them safely. So one part of our mission, the safe storage of these fuels that aid in the overall protection of the world, is kind of an awesome responsibility. I think the second piece of it is that we're taking those fuels and we're feeding them to the canyon where highly enriched uranium is being turned into a fuel supply that's supplying energy to the United States. So we're taking what were once fuels that were no longer serving their purpose in research, and we're converting them safely into a fuel that can be used for energy for around the country. And the spent fuel project in the L Area in particular, we're right in the middle of it, both as a receiver and a sender.
L Area personnel come to work every day well aware of the implications of the job they are doing and the impact it has on national security.
My job matters because I'm helping support the Global Nuclear Threat Reduction Initiative.
My job matters to protect the people.
National security.
For me, the biggest reason is nuclear non-proliferation. Here in the L Area, we're getting research reactor fuel shipped to us from around the world. That is, we're getting it out of places that aren't as stable, aren't as secure, and it prevents it from falling into the hands or being able to fall into the hands of people who have motives to do us harm.
Everything we do here is in support of those activities.
We're making the world safer.
We have a great set of people. They're exempt, they're non-exempt, they're RADCON, they're operations, they're engineering, they're all the different functions, maintenance, work planning, and we come together and we have consistently been there for the global threat reduction as well as for the rest of the site to continue to store the materials, continue to supply them to the canyon, and we're functioning at a high level. And it's great to see all the teamwork that's a part of that.
For nearly 20 years, L Area has served the country as one of the few storage basins for spent fuel. The Department of Energy has plans to continue using L Basin for fuel storage well into the 2030s. L Area is a large part of Savannah River Site's past, but it is also important to the present and future mission of nuclear non-proliferation and the creation of renewable energy sources.
I hope you enjoyed meeting some of our team members in L Area. They are at the heart of the work that we are doing. This is important work, and work that literally could only be performed at the Savannah River Site, and is one of the many reasons why SRS matters.